The Crown's Legacy. Part 1. The Theft of Majesty. In the heart of the kingdom of Eldoria, where the sun kissed the golden fields and the breeze whispered secrets among the towering spires, there lay a treasure beyond compare, the Crown's Legacy, a diamond of unrivaled brilliance that adorned the king's crown for generations. Legend spoke of its origins, a gift from the gods themselves to the first ruler of Eldoria, bestowed upon him as a symbol of his divine right to rule. For centuries, the Crown's legacy had been a beacon of prosperity and power, its radiant light guiding the destiny of the kingdom and its people. But on a fateful night, as the moon hung low in the sky and the stars cast their shimmering glow upon the land, the unthinkable occurred. The Crown's legacy was stolen from the heart of the royal palace, its absence sending shockwaves through the kingdom and shrouding Eldoria in darkness. King Aldric, ruler of Eldoria and guardian of the Crown's legacy, was overcome with grief and rage at the loss of his kingdom's most precious treasure. He vowed to spare no expense in its recovery, summoning his most trusted advisors and enlisting the aid of the kingdom's finest knights to track down the thief and reclaim what was rightfully theirs. But as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the trail grew cold, and hope began to fade like the dying embers of a once blazing fire. The kingdom teetered on the brink of despair, its people living in fear of what the future might hold without the guiding light of the Crown's legacy to illuminate their path. Among the shadows that lurked in the alleys and backstreets of Eldoria, whispers spread of a shadowy figure who had dared to defy the king and steal the kingdom's most sacred treasure. Some spoke of a master thief, skilled in the arts of deception and stealth, while others whispered of dark magic and nefarious plots that sought to unravel the very fabric of the kingdom itself. But amidst the chaos and uncertainty, there arose a glimmer of hope, a young squire named Lysander, whose heart burned with a desire to prove himself worthy of knighthood and restore honor to his king and kingdom. With courage as his shield and determination as his sword, Lysander embarked on a quest to track down the thief and retrieve the Crown's legacy, his destiny intertwined with the fate of Eldoria itself. As he set out into the unknown, Lysander knew that the path ahead would be fraught with danger and uncertainty. But fueled by the fire of justice and guided by the light of hope, he vowed to stop at nothing until the Crown's legacy was returned to its rightful place, and the kingdom of Eldoria was once again bathed in the radiance of its majesty. In the first part of The Crown's Legacy, we are introduced to the kingdom of Eldoria and the devastating theft of its most prized possession, the Crown's Legacy diamond. The stage is set for a tale of adventure and intrigue as a young squire named Lysander takes up the challenge to track down the thief and restore honor to his king and kingdom. Part 2. The Pursuit begins. With the weight of his kingdom's hopes resting upon his shoulders, Lysander embarked on his quest to retrieve the stolen Crown's Legacy diamond. Determination burned bright within him as he rode forth from the gates of Eldoria, his steed pounding the earth beneath them as they raced toward the horizon. The road ahead was fraught with peril, its twists and turns shrouded in uncertainty. Yet Lysander pressed on, his heart steadfast in its resolve to bring justice to those who dared to defy the honor of the kingdom. As he journeyed through distant lands and uncharted territories, Lysander encountered challenges that tested his courage and skill. Bandits lurked in the shadows, their greedy eyes coveting the prize he sought to reclaim. But with quick wit and a steady hand, he outmaneuvered his adversaries, inching ever closer to the truth that lay hidden amidst the chaos. Guided by the whispers of rumor and hearsay, Lysander traced the thief's footsteps across the land, his determination unwavering in the face of adversity. Through bustling marketplaces and remote villages, he followed the trail of breadcrumbs that led him ever closer to his elusive quarry. Yet as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the thief remained one step ahead, his shadow slipping through Lysander's grasp like smoke on the wind. Frustration gnawed at the edges of his resolve, threatening to extinguish the flame of hope that burned within him. But just when all seemed lost, a glimmer of opportunity presented itself, a whispered rumor of a clandestine meeting, where the thief planned to sell the crown's legacy to the highest bidder. With renewed determination, Lysander set out once more, his heart alight with the possibility of finally bringing the thief to justice. As he approached the rendezvous point, Lysander's senses were on high alert, every fiber of his being attuned to the danger that lurked in the shadows. With a silent prayer upon his lips, he steeled himself for the confrontation that awaited, knowing that the fate of Eldoria hung in the balance. With the stealth of a hunting hawk, Lysander moved through the darkness, his eyes scanning the crowd for any sign of the thief's presence. And then, in a heartbeat, he saw him, a cloaked figure lurking in the shadows, his eyes gleaming with the promise of ill-gotten gain. With a shout that echoed through the night, Lysander sprang into action, his sword flashing in the moonlight as he closed the distance between them. In a flurry of steel and determination, he confronted the thief, his voice ringing with the righteous fury of justice denied. And as the thief's defenses crumbled beneath the weight of Lysander's resolve, the truth of his betrayal was laid bare for all to see. With the crown's legacy diamond reclaimed and the thief brought to justice, Lysander stood tall amidst the wreckage of his quest, his spirit unbroken and his honor restored. In the second part of The Crown's Legacy, Lysander's pursuit of the thief intensifies as he navigates through treacherous lands and faces formidable challenges along the way. Despite setbacks and obstacles, his determination to retrieve the stolen diamond never wavers, leading him closer to a confrontation that will determine the fate of Eldoria. Part 3. The Return of Majesty. With the thief apprehended and the crown's legacy diamond safely back in his possession, Lysander returned triumphantly to the kingdom of Eldoria. The streets were lined with cheering crowds, their voices raised in jubilation as they hailed him as a hero, a beacon of hope in their darkest hour. As he rode through the gates of the royal palace, Lysander was greeted by the warm embrace of King Aldric himself, his eyes alight with gratitude and pride. With tears of joy streaming down his face, the king bestowed upon Lysander the highest honor that could be bestowed upon a knight, the Order of the Crown, a symbol of valor and bravery in the face of adversity. But amidst the celebrations and accolades, Lysander remained humble, his heart heavy with the weight of the sacrifices made and the lives lost in the pursuit of justice. For he knew that true honor lay not in the glory of victory, but in the knowledge that he had fulfilled his duty to his king and his kingdom. In the days that followed, as the kingdom of Eldoria basked in the glow of its restored majesty, Lysander took his place at the king's side, his courage and wisdom earning him a place of honor among the realm's noblest knights. Together, they worked tirelessly to rebuild what had been lost, their spirits buoyed by the promise of a brighter future for Eldoria and its people. But amidst the peace and prosperity that followed, Lysander could not shake the feeling that his journey was far from over. For though the thief had been brought to justice and the crown's legacy diamond returned to its rightful place, there were still shadows lurking in the corners of the kingdom, whispers of darkness that threatened to unravel the fragile peace they had fought so hard to achieve. And so, with a steely resolve burning in his heart, Lysander vowed to remain vigilant, to stand as a guardian of Eldoria's honor and a defender of its people. For he knew that the true measure of a knight was not in the battles won or the treasures reclaimed, but in the unwavering commitment to protect that which was most precious, the legacy of a kingdom and the spirit of its people. And as the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars twinkled in the velvety sky, Lysander stood tall amidst the ruins of his quest, his spirit ablaze with the fire of determination and his heart filled with the knowledge that he had fulfilled his destiny as a knight of Eldoria. In the final part of The Crown's Legacy, Lysander's journey comes full circle as he returns triumphant to the kingdom of Eldoria. Despite the challenges he faced and the sacrifices made along the way, his unwavering commitment to justice and honor has secured the kingdom's future and restored its legacy to its former glory. As the story concludes, Lysander stands ready to face whatever challenges may lie ahead, his spirit unbroken and his resolve unwavering in the face of adversity. Summary: The Crown's Legacy follows the story of Lysander, a young knight, who embarks on a quest to retrieve the stolen crown's legacy diamond, the most precious treasure of the kingdom of Eldoria. In Part 1, we witness the theft of the diamond, plunging the kingdom into turmoil. Lysander, fueled by determination and duty, sets out to track down the thief and restore honor to his king and kingdom. Part 2 sees Lysander facing numerous challenges and setbacks in his pursuit, but his perseverance eventually leads him to confront the thief and reclaim the stolen diamond. Finally, in Part 3, Lysander returns victorious to Eldoria, celebrated as a hero. Despite the restored peace, Lysander remains vigilant, understanding that his duty as a knight is ongoing. The Crown's Legacy celebrates themes of courage, honor, and the enduring spirit of heroism in the face of adversity.